first of all, good morning, ma'am. And how are you?
Very good morning, sir. I am pretty well, and I wanted to connect with you. So today I got chance to connect with you. So I'm over the moon. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing well, fantastic. And thank you for asking. Yes, we were thinking to connect with each other, but due to some time construction, we not able to connect. Due to time boundation. But
Yes.
finally, we are here. So it is my privilege to talk to you. I have seen a lot of videos of you while talking to the peoples on
Okay.
different platforms. Okay,
Hmm.
tell me something about you, ma'am. For the viewers who are new, who do not know about anything, so you can tell me a brief introduction about you. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So it's my pleasure to introduce myself. I'm Anjana, and I'm connecting to you from UP. I was born and raised in Kanpur, but currently I'm speaking to you from Farukhabad. It's also a district of UP. And yes, if I talk about my qualification, so I completed my post graduation in English literature from Kanpur University. And nowadays I am working in my own institute. It's um educational institute where some children come from school, so I teach them academic. So I can say I'm a part-time teacher and mother of one kid, and also I have my own YouTube channel where I upload some conversational videos because I want to enhance my communication skill. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. Sounds really great. So, you know about me, or should I also tell a little bit about
Yeah,
me?
I know about you, but it's better to introduce little bit. Yeah, so you can.
O- Okay, as you know, my name is Shravan Madisya, and I'm connecting to you from Gorakhpur city, Uttar Pradesh. As far as my qualification is concerned, currently I'm pursuing my master's, which is master in computer application. Apart from these, my hobbies are reading books and reciting poetries and watching podcasts. And what is all about YouTube? That sometimes I also do conversation with people, and for the memory purpose, I upload that video on my channel so that I can see my improvements over the years.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, you said
Okay.
you did your master's in English literature, right?
Yes.
So you must be very good at English since your bachelor's. Was it something like that?
Hmm. Yes, yes. I want to tell you one thing that, written and spoken English both are the different skill. I think so. Because, like I was very fond of speaking English, but when I was little, I belonged to a very small town where I was born and raised. And my parents were not so much literate. And I am the first baby of my home. Like I'm the eldest child of my family. So there was no one to guide me. So whatever I learned by myself. And as you know, today, everywhere social media is available. There are so many resources you can learn and you can take guidance. Yeah. But when I was little, so that time we had no idea like what to do to learn English. If you don't have any spoken mentor, I mean, spoken classes, if you didn't join any spoken classes, so it was like impossible, like how to speak English. Yeah. Because we didn't have idea. So yes, I can say that when I was little, so English was good somewhere at writing and reading. Yeah, so I completed my post graduation, and also I that time I was busy into teaching also because I used to teach. I started teaching when I was in 12th. I was very fond of teaching. Now too also I love teaching. So when I started teaching, so it was easy for me to understand this language, but as writing and as teaching only, not as a spoken. I was zero at speaking. To be very honest, last year like I have completed one year my when I started my speaking journey, and before that I knew all the grammar rules and I knew that how to write about any topic and how to teach all the students, so it was easy for me. But when I came to know, no, I'm doing something wrong, that if I know English I can also speak. So that's why I took only one month to get fluency, and like I started talking to people. Only 1 month I took because I knew all the things. There were all the things in my mind, but I didn't know like how to convey my thoughts, like as in speaking. So when I practiced 1 month regular, I started talking to myself and I rectified my mistakes. That no, I should speak like this. I shouldn't do this. So yeah, this is how I now I'm able to talk and I have to polish my communication skill. That's why I practice daily with a co-learner.
Truly amazing, amazing, ma'am. And you said like we need to have a mentor, and you were in your masters. Definitely at that time, technologies was not such evolved
Yes,
that we have free
yes.
data nowadays, and
Mm,
we have the internet, at our fingertip, that whenever we want to open the internet, we can open
Yeah.
and
Yes.
watch, we can learn, we can search very easily.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's becomes very easy for the people, but that time it was not easy. And
Yes.
you said reading, writing is totally a different thing, speaking is a very very different thing. Yeah, it is true
Yes.
that it's a big difference, because English is totally consist of four things, like reading, writing, speaking,
Yeah.
and another is like reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So four parts are involved. And if there will
Yes.
be like one pillar is not good, then definitely it would be difficult for you to understand and speak. And
Hmm.
I was shocked to know that you said then you took only 1 month to have this kind of fluency. So how like in just 1 month? Yeah, yes, I know you told that all the grammar concepts and all those things was there in mind, but you
Hmm.
were not maybe practiced at that time. You didn't get enough chances to speak with somebody, and now
Hmm.
you are getting maybe chances to speak with a lot of people. On the daily basis, you are talking to the people who are YouTuber, who are
Hmm.
really good, and that is how maybe you have evolved. So share your journey of 1 month. That what did you do in that span of time, and
Hmm.
how you become a confident speaker like this?
Okay, okay, that's very lovely question, and it is the problem of all the beginners when they start their journey, and if they don't have partners and they don't have co-learner, so it's sometimes it's become very challenging and hurdle like what to do, like if you don't have anybody, so what to do. So
Hmm.
yes, definitely where I live, all the people speak Hindi. And so it was impossible for me, like what to do. I want to do practice, but there is no one. And even I have friends, but they are not interested to speak
Yeah.
English. They only
Hmm.
want, like they always when say they my video, they see my video, they say that I want to speak English like you, Anjana. But they are not into hard work, and they if they you don't want to do hard work and you are not busy with practice, so how maybe it possible that you can speak? Yeah. So yes,
Hmm.
I was also worried that what to do. I don't have any idea. So I started watching some conversational videos. So I think listening worked a lot, because before that I was not into listening. I used to watch serials, movies. So I used to pass my life like this. So when I started watching Alina Rai's videos, and so sometimes I got to know about Yasoda ma'am, and Yasoda ma'am's video inspired me a lot. I thought that I always give excuses that I don't have environment. So I thought that if that lady, she also doesn't have environment and she is able to speak, so I am speaking the wrong sentence that I don't have, environment. So what I did, like I used to busy in my kitchen. So whenever I used to busy in my kitchen, I started speaking English to myself. I just used to think that there is my friend in front of me. So I used to imagine, and I started speaking whatever comes in my, mind. So I just started speaking. And sometimes my family member used to interrupt me. What are you saying? Are you saying to me something? So I would say, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to myself. So, like I'm cooking, any vegetable, any dish, just like I used to use my hand gestures also. And I used to like copy, like really I'm talking to somebody, you know. So like I'm mopping the floor. And yes, I'm very lucky that I am teacher also. So some students come at my home, and I also for 1 hour I go to my coaching center. So there I started talking in English with my students. Even they are not able to understand, but I try to them understand, like when I started teaching them also, like I teach you academic, but now I will teach you like how to talk in English. So I started following this rule also. So in my children, my students also started taking interest that yes ma'am, you are speaking very good and you are teaching me some spoken sentences, so it's good for me. So yes, I followed 1 month continuously, and I started talking to my daughter also. She is 13 years old. She is in 7th standard. So whenever I used to go at bed in the night in the on the bed, so I used to talk to her. And I used to tell her many stories in English. And I used to tell her about my daily routine, that what did I do. So this is how like I came to know, like now I am talking, I am speaking, and I got little bit confidence. And yes, when I got little bit confidence, like now I can deliver my speech. So I started watching YouTube channels, like I started watching people like they talk to each other, conversational videos. So I have remembered. Firstly I talked to a Housewife English Corner channel. You have listened about her. She is Mansi Gola, ma'am. And
I know.
I yes, I sent her request that I want to talk to her. And you can't believe that time I didn't know what is Skype, how it is used. I used to think that people talk on video call, WhatsApp call. So I sent her request on Instagram that ma'am, I want to talk to you. and she guided me that first upload Skype. So yes, I uploaded Skype. And one incident I would like to share to you that I know all the things now about Skype. And when I first talked with Mansi, I didn't know like how it works. She started talking to me, and I was not visible there, and I didn't tell her. I thought that it would be work like this. So I was not visible. Now I can see to myself that how I'm looking. That time I didn't know how I'm looking because I didn't tell her that I'm not visible. Okay, so my whole conversation was complete. And at last, I asked to her that will you upload this video on your channel? So she said to me, yes, I will upload. So I asked that, how am I looking? I'm looking fit and fine. So she asked, you can see yourself. So I said that I'm not visible, you are visible. See, you were surprised that you were not visible. I said that I don't know about this Skype, Skype app. I'm using it first time. So I was also surprised, and it was really, I can never forget my first conversation. It was fully fun for me. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was my story.
yes, that is why it's always been often said that the first impression is the last impression. We cannot
Yes,
forget our
yes,
first interaction with somebody,
yes,
and
yes,
that's too when things like this happen, like blooping, that you talked for more than like 30 minutes, and at the end of the
yes.
day, you get to know that there was no recording available. I was not visible.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I didn't know. Yeah.
that,
So
that
it's
is how
been a
you learn.
memorable for me. Hmm.
And that is how you learn, like what is it, what is this Skype, how is work, and how we can record the season. That's how you learned, and now maybe you are
Yes,
satisfied with your hard work that you have put in to learn English language, or maybe to learn how Skype work.
yes,
So that
yes,
is
yes.
great journey, ma'am. Interesting, very nice. I mean, I
Yeah.
was all. I also got to know when, like, first time what is this Skype all about. Then I just also scrolled and didn't know much thing about that, how to
Hmm,
record the season.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Slowly and gradually, when we explore
Yes.
things, that's how I
Hmm.
learned.
But yes, these are all things are like we can share with other person that these are the experience of my life. So this is how everybody learns. So I always support beginner that there is no need of worry. Everyone faces problem in their life. After that, they go on the high peak. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
want to go directly on the high peak, so it's impossible. Have patience, like follow step by step all the rules, and you will be in the top. Because beginners are very impatient. I have seen many times. That's why I always share my experience. No, when I was beginner, so I was totally confused, like what to do, what not to do. But with the passage of time, you will be able to know all the things gradually. Just start your journey. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Obviously, I like when I was also very impatient at the time when I was started
Hmm.
learning and talking to people. Like I become very fluent in studying, but then I skip talking to the people and doing practice, and then I feel that
Hmm.
I have lose the touch with the language. I am not at that fluent that I used to be, and the vocabularies that I used, earlier, now I'm not using. Maybe I have forgotten. Maybe this is
Yeah.
not in use. That is why I'm
Hmm.
not able. But it is all about practice. As much as you do, that much you are going to be fluent over language. So
Very
practice
true.
constantly is very important in order to learn any language.
Very true. Hmm. Because we are not surrounded with English environment. That's why. Otherwise, like Hindi, we never say that practice Hindi, because we are we are surrounded with Hindi. That's why. Hmm.
And now that is why we have created channel like this, and like people like this are here on the channel. We are freely learning and doing practice. For
Hmm.
same kind of thing, you are going to purchase any course, or maybe you are joining any class, then you have to pay. And same thing they
Yeah.
also do. Like they will be indulged with the conversation. They will be having a conversation with you, with the students, and that's how you learn in an institute, right? And if you're
Yes.
doing the same thing here in free of cost, and also you can see you're learning like how you are talking. This is
Yeah.
something that is so beneficial, that you
Hmm.
can watch it later, like how you are talking, how your hand gesture and postures are, how is your voice tone, are you speaking really
Yes.
fast in between the conversation. So those
Hmm.
little you can just point out, and you can just rectify it later. you know that's how we learn.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think, this is the real process to learn, to improve any language. Like if you speak daily and you analyze yourself, so this is how you learn a lot. Because in spoken, like if you join any spoken classes, if you are taking classes from anywhere, so they will guide you, and they
Mhm.
will give you tips and tricks. So you have to follow, you know. So who is the most responsible to learn this language? The learner. So
Yeah.
you can get, only experiences, only tips and tricks from others, but you have to do actual. But all
Yes.
the learners don't think so. They always have question to the mentor. that how much time I will take to get fluency, how much time I will take, So I think that it depends on you, not depends on teacher. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
teacher can teach you in 1 month. She or he can tell you the whole rules and regulation in 1 month also. Even in 24 hours, he can give you all the tricks. But it depends on you, like how much you are dedicated to learn all the things, to grab how much capability and catching power, how is your catching power, right? So it depends on learner to learner, not depends on teachers, because they do their duty well, I think 100%, they give their 100%. Yeah, so all the learners would understand that if you are serious to learn this language, so definitely you can learn. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that is the problem, na, that we want to eradicate all the flaws in just one day. We want a limited frame of time that, hey, can I learn English in just 1 month, 2 months, 21 days? It is not
Hmm.
possible, until and unless you are not sitting and you are not analyzing yourself that what is
Hmm.
your, everybody's has
Yeah.
different flaws. Somebody is
Hmm.
weak in pronunciation, somebody is weak in speaking, somebody is weak in listening. So the
Yeah.
people you, and if you want to learn, then you have to observe yourself very carefully so that you can know your
Yes.
flaws and mistakes that you are doing, and later
Hmm.
you can eradicate it one by one. It is not a kind of tablets that you are going to eat in an institute and you will be able to
Very true.
speak, when the
Yes.
very next day. It is not possible.
Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Very true. And one thing I would like to share here, what method uh, give changes in your learning. So it's not true that it will work for me also, because my journey is different, your journey is different, my living style is different, your living style is different. But most of the
Yeah.
people like compare themselves, like if he has learned this language in 1 year or 1 2 months, so I will also do this. No, you don't know like how much efforts they are putting to learn this language, and
Mhm.
how much they give time to this language. Yeah. So
Obviously.
you have your own journey, you have your own mind, what type of process you are following, what type of videos you are watching, and how are you learning this language. So everyone has a different learning journey. So just do the thing in which you are interested. Sometimes people follow like you, that person watches this video, so I will also watch this video. No, you should follow the things which gives you interest. Yeah. Some learn English by watching Hindi to English translation, like they are watching
Mhm.
Sartasar classes, they are watching the other you know English channel, and some are watching only English conversation, some are watching podcast, and some say to me that they watch only English cartoon and they have learned a lot. Yeah. So it
Yes.
depends on person to person, like what things give you what things can you easily get, and you are able to understand easily all the points if you are getting, and you are able to use in your conversation, so that thing matters a lot. Not follow others, check
Mhm.
yourself what is your interest, how can you achieve this whole thing, how can you learn. So this is how it works a lot.
Yes, it works like that. Obviously, everybody has a different journey, and it's depend on how much effort you put in, and that's how your result would be there. Somebody's learning 1 month, somebody's learning 1 year. So it depends on people to
Well,
people and how they are
hmm,
working and putting efforts to learn the language.
yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, is there like any question left, or we should just wind up our session here? Maybe it is like around 25 minutes, and
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
we can
very
have
true. I have also many work, and definitely I have so many questions in my mind, but now time is enough, and I would like to join you again for my channel. Then I would ask so many questions. Yeah,
Okay, okay. I will be waiting to join your channel and I will be ready to handle all those questions. So thank you
yeah,
very much for giving your precious time and have a very great day ahead. Take care. Bye
yeah.
bye.